program is a unique opportunity to see the judicial system in action right here in our own school. The 5th District Court of Appeals serves 15 counties. Traveling court brings sessions to high schools like ours to make the legal process more accessible and engaging. What we'll see today isn't a mock trial or simulation. These are real cases with real attorneys arguing before the judges.
Law firm of Jones, Norpel, List, Miller, and Howard.
Prior to joining this court, Judge Hoffman served 3 years as a Canton Municipal Court. Judge Hoffman is a graduate of the College of Worcester and the University of Akron School of Law. Is an attorney for the Secretary of State, Attorney General in the Southwest Licking County Water and Sewer District.
You may be seated. Whole court in front of you today. Quickly, I want to go through in the Ohio judicial system and in most states across the country, there are trial courts, appellate courts, and then a Supreme Court. Today, you'll be watching the Court of Appeals, the 5th District Court of Appeals, which includes Licking County. The Court of Appeals, traditionally, you will probably think when you see a court hearing of a courtroom and a trial, the things you see on TV and on the news. That is not what you're going to see today. We are the Court of Appeals, so if you are unhappy with what happens, or any litigant or party is unhappy with what happens in any trial court, they have one opportunity to do an appeal. And this is their opportunity to have an appeal. If they're not happy at this stage, they can ask to have the Ohio Supreme Court look at the case and make arguments in front of the Ohio Supreme Court. But the Ohio Supreme Court picks and chooses which cases, based on their Ohio constitutional requirements, they pick those cases. Here, we hear every case that applies for review. So this, many times, often, this proceeding will be the last that parties will see. It can be a rare thing to get to go to the Ohio Supreme Court. So that's what's happening today. The court, the parties have filed what we call a notice of appeal, which signals to us that they want to appeal a trial court decision. And that's the Court of Appeals, and that's what you're going to witness today. Cases based on some constitutional criteria. And so this, in many respects, for most cases, is the end of the line. Appellant will go first. Each side gets 15 minutes. The appellant will go first. The appellee follows with their 15-minute argument. And the appellant then has the opportunity to reserve a certain amount of time to respond to the appellant.
All right, appellant, unless there's anything else, it correctly states that the appellants purchased 2 dogs. When they purchased 2 dogs, that the police want to, and they tried at the trial court level to say that it's water space. It cannot be water space. That is illogical. The CBA
built the dock?
The docks in question was built by the previous owner that sold the appellants the property.
And that name was?
Cassidy, the Cassidy Preservation Trust. And so they built the dock originally.
Okay, I was saying.
They exercised and they converted that property, hence the reason.
How did they do that? Because again, and this goes back to, I'm just not able to follow the thought process all the way to the end. I see the pictures. I understand that the dock that was rebuilt.
Now the case was about whether the tolling provisions applied to business travel and whether that would be in violation of the Commerce Clause of the United States.